with, they sometimes they talk about Biafra when they are talking about the African legendary ethnic groups. They talk about Biafra. So that shows that Biafra is not today Biafra. Is part of the liberation and freedom of Africa. So it's something that when you don't tell Africans how is Biafra or what is Biafra, they will not understand. So I really understand what Martin Nnamdi Kanu was doing. Although I never see Martin Nnamdi Kanu, I never have any communication with him or never have any conversation with.
The United Nations is a fake institution because it knows about the atrocities and the things that the France is doing to Africa, but it does absolutely nothing. That institution, that organization, that company, that gathering, those summits are pointless, are doing nothing. They are simply institutions that steal money, corruption. I have a question for you, United Nations. You know exactly that France is taking in billions of dollars as colonial debt. Since you seem to care so much about human lives and human rights, you know for sure that France is taking in over $500 billion a year colonial debt, and people are dying in Africa for lack of medicine, lack of food. People are dying, but you do absolutely nothing about it. But you are the United Nations. Listen, we're not gonna keep quiet no more. I'm telling you guys now, we will not stop blowing the trumpet, the shit out of the situations until something happens. We are sick and tired of it. There's a spirit of revolution. There's a spirit of revelation in Africa. You guys have no idea. It will be extremely hard for you guys to somehow fool us into not talking about this no more, because enough is enough. The point is, we want France out of Africa. France is taking in billions of dollars from 14 African countries while people die in Africa, and this shall end.
My people, everyone, now come again. As you can pandi maka kuroku maka our prime minister, and our prime minister posed this thing. He said more we share because good word matters for this Biafra. We have to connect with the people around the world, internationals, Africans, make all of them they come and they agitate for us, because Nigeria said they don't go give us freedom. They make with they fight for our own self. I don't know why all these people they see they fight us. Watch this video, make you wait till they come out for Pandi Maka mouth. Direct from Simon Ekpa. Now they bring this news, may they come now make it see him. This guy don't touch the heart of our prime minister, because the word every time when they talk him, you follow for the people when they blame Africa. You follow for the people who say if they talk word, if the African colonels, soldiers, chief of staff, they listen and watch the video and know what the next step to follow. Share this video to Sarah me and all them pa. Metro market by to Sarah me share them. It is important. Follow my page. This video now they drop off my backup page. Follow my backup page. Everyone backup page. Make sure you go. Peace out.
Yeah, Pandi Mike, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, brother. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So this is the awaiting day. I'll be trying how much power possible to make sure you come and help me to address the whole Biafrans all over the world and then Africa as a whole. So I'm so happy and so excited to have you in my platform today.
Thank you so much, brother. And I'm so happy, and I will greet everyone, extend my greetings to every Biafra citizen and every other African youth who is really ready for African liberation. And I will extend my greetings to all of your followers and all of my followers also, those who are really connected to the liberation thing. And I will thank you also for being on your platform today, as a real brother from Africa. So I really appreciate it. I will say thank you all.
Yeah, thank you. We greet you most, because for so long now I've been following you and I've been hearing most of your comments and your talks, what you have been saying on Facebook, both on TikTok, and you have been, the whole Africa is very, very happy with you. The whole Africa are very proud of you, because you are when I listen to you, it reminds me of my leader Martin Nnamdi Kanu, because each time I listen to him, I feel like I've eaten the whole thing in the world. But as God may have it, why we have not given up is because we believe one day Martin Nnamdi Kanu will be out from that detention, because Nnamdi Kanu have never offended anybody, and we believe, and that's why we keep on struggling. That's why we keep on doing what we know how to do best. Everything is not. I'm very, very happy because you are here with me. There are some things you'll be saying in your platform. I will just be surprised and say, where do you know all these things from? But it's gift. Yeah, it's just a gift from God. So I thank God who gave you the gift, and you are utilizing it to favor the whole Africans and your people. So today now I want us to talk about, because my brother from another mother, which is Simon Ekpa, who lives in Finland. He has been trying and be doing things provided Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. So I say, let me just know what you have to tell the whole Biafran, and to let them know that they cannot give up, because the struggle is not yet started. Because our main priority is to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out from detention. Then every other thing, just to let my people know that all those Western supremacists and all those their brain and what they are trying to blackmail us, or to do all sorts of things that is not supposed to be doing to the Africans. We have to let our people know what they're supposed to know.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother. I think that's a great question, and I would really love to emphasize on that. As a Biafran, I think you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than me, and every other Biafran out there, and Simon Egbapu also. So I think all of the Biafrans know these two peoples as a real freedom fighters, people who stand for Biafra. And one thing, first of all, I want to make it very clear to every African out there, because so many peoples have been brainwashed like Biafrans are just like a terrorist group of people who are just terrorizing. You know, that is a word from the West to make Africans to look down on peoples who we supposed to congratulate them or put them on high rank or never to forget about them, but they are making the Africans to see them as fools or as criminals, as they label Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I understand the strategy that the West is using on us to see our freedom fighters as criminals or as bandits or as terrorists. But the real terrorists are there. Nobody is kidnapping them. Nobody is arresting them. They are unable to arrest Boko Haram. They are unable to conquer, other terrorist groups in Nigeria. As I will take the good example from Nigeria, because Nigeria have been terrorized by Boko Haram for so many years, and the West couldn't help Nigeria and government to get rid of that those terrorist group and or those criminal groups in Nigeria. So if today Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wake up, first of all, I want to make Nigerians to realize this, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a poor man who is looking for your money to survive. He have all it takes to survive on his own without even depending on the government of Nigeria or anybody in Nigeria, because he's a UK citizen who have all it takes to survive on his own with his family without begging no one. So that's the first thing that people must always look at. He is someone who is not begging you to give him anything. Why do he stand for Biafra? Why do he leave UK, all the way from UK? A person who is living in UK. Today there are many Africans, especially many Nigerians, who will want to be in UK. They will never go back to Nigeria. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was born in UK as a UK citizen. He traveled all the way, go back home. Why do he go back home? That's a big question that I will answer myself also on that. Why do Mazi Nnamdi Kanu leave UK to go back home to fight for his people? Because what he see, those sitting down in Nigeria didn't see. Like the same thing I always tell myself and tell my peoples. What I see when I am among my enemies, you sitting down in Africa cannot see. So the same as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He have been investigating how UK was using Nigerian government, and he has not seen any way of salvation for Nigeria. Is the only way is for him to separate Biafra. And to separate Biafra, they call it a separation. That one also, I talk about it. It's not like he's trying to separate. But Nigeria has a big hole of many tribes. We have more tribes in Nigeria. And to put Nigerians together, it is another thing. It will be very difficult. Very, very difficult. And I see also what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu see, why he intend to say Biafra must stand. And Biafra also must stand. It's not something like it's a new thing. because Biafra is not today Biafra. Since before I was born, Biafra was there. For years, for decades, Biafra was standing because most of the white peoples who I have conversations with, sometimes they talk about Biafra when they are talking about the African legendary ethnic groups. They talk about Biafra. So that shows that Biafra is not today Biafra. It's part of the liberation and freedom of Africa. So it's something that when you don't tell Africans how is Biafra or what is Biafra, they will not understand. So I really understand what Mercy Nnamdi Kanu was doing, although I never see Mercy Nnamdi Kanu, I never have any communication with him or never have any conversation with him. But due to what I study or what I learn about Biafra or what I knew about Biafra and what I knew what Mercy Nnamdi Kanu was doing, so it is to me as an African freedom fighter who I call myself, if I don't support Mercy Nnamdi Kanu, I should not demote him. I think I should give all my support to him and all courage that he needs to stand on his feet. And even when he was being kidnapped, I still give my support to Biafra because I see Biafra as not as a criminal group, because that's how they label it. As a terrorist, they are killing people. Even to the extent some Nigerians will send me some videos. Look, this is Mercy Nnamdi Kanu doing this, that. So I was even arguing with some people like, can you show me where Mercy Nnamdi Kanu you see him holding any gun in Nigeria terrorizing people? They couldn't send me any clear evidence. So I believe this, that people have been brainwashed by the Western media how they describe Biafra to Africans, and by the Nigerian government how they describe Biafrans to Nigerians. So that make Nigerians to feel like Biafra is a criminal group. They are that, they are this, they are this. So I think people should also put their minds on that, my brother. And I really love to really talk about Biafra today as a African freedom fighter. I really love to talk about His Excellency Mercy Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Egba. I didn't really know much about him, but I always watch his videos as who stand up to talk where Mercy Nnamdi Kanu stop, and I really appreciate him for that, for doing that great job. Because if not him, I think Biafra will give up. But because of him, then he told Biafrans that he gave them the courage that even if Mercy Nnamdi Kanu is not there, then I'm ready to sacrifice to be on the front line.
Yes.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you for your speech. You've said it all, and we believe that whenever somebody came out to fight for their people and is harmless,